The story of Roncalli is a story of love, life, growth, and it's a story of challenges and opportunities.
One of the neat things about Roncalli is that you can look at the building from the outside, you can look at the grounds, you can walk down the hallways, and in some cases worn paint and so forth, but really that's no indication of what the school has to offer.
Pretty significant because that can give you more of that gray matter.
Really, the only way that you can really see or feel what Roncalli is all about is to come in and talk to the kids in particular and experience a day or two at Roncalli. It's one of the neatest places I've ever been.
Now let's say our pledge.
We owe our children an opportunity to develop their God-given gifts, to do that in a Christian environment. We see it as interest in the whole person.
You're going to get into the middle of that paper, you're going to run out of resources, and then you're going to want to do the most expeditious thing.
Roncalli is not in the bricks or the mortar. Roncalli is in the spirit and the love and the care and the concern of the faculty, the students, the parents, the grandparents. That's Roncalli.
Every school needs to be able to offer a very positive learning environment for their students. And unless we can create room here at Roncalli, we can no longer offer what I would consider a solid, positive, Christian-based atmosphere at Roncalli High School. The crowding conditions will make that impossible to happen.
Is this a truer tribute to her than Venus, How Your Eyes Sparkle Like the Stars?
Yes.
Nathan?
Stimulate the mind of a child. Teaching is the essence. That's why I'm in this profession.
Maybe you don't like that, but girls, I think you're being realistic.
You're labeled a nerd or a geek or whatever for being smart, but here it's important to be smart.
Over the last 5 or 6 years, we've averaged $1.5 to $2 million a year in scholarships for a class of about 160 students.
If you don't have grades and you don't have anything, and you won't be successful in life.
How many of you know about Anne Boleyn?
I know.
90% of our students pursue education beyond Roncalli, and they've been very successful.
And measure that off. Way down here at the bottom.
We're trying to teach them more service to others, not only to our own crowd here at school, but to their community, to their neighborhood, and eventually to the world.
You're not always going to make the right decisions, but we just got to do the best we can to try to make the best decision we can.
Our top 3 priorities are to develop good people first, with good character. Secondly, we want them to be good students. And thirdly, we want to strengthen their faith relationship with God.
I don't think there's any doubt that we turn out good citizens, both not only church members, but just community in general.
I'm challenged all the time, no matter what we're doing.
It's not just part of a person, it's the whole person that we educate.
We want to build character in our young people, and always want to try to promote the right thing.
We have a tendency to make some lazy passes. I want to see us snapping the pass off. We're coming to the basketball to catch it.
The English troops then by cutting down the branches at Burnham Wood?
We have been blessed with more good teachers. Most of our teachers feel a calling to be here. They feel that they are led to be here, and they feel that they are answering a deep sense of mission, and they really carry out their job with a missionary's zeal.
This is my second child here. I like the spirituality of the school. That's really one of the main reasons that I wanted my children to be here.
The typical characteristic of a Roncalli teacher is a person who dedicates their life to making a difference in the lives of other people, both educationally in as far as academics are concerned, but also spiritually.
Roncalli teachers care a little more about them, and they're willing to stay after school and help you and just help you out in any way they can.
And if I have a problem or something, if I don't understand something, then they take the time to explain it to me.
If we have a problem with anything, we can go to them and they'll help us with anything.
The teachers do expect a lot from us, but it helps us to become stronger people.
My reward is not monetary. It's something way beyond that.
When I look at the impact that our teachers have on the lives of our students, it's just unacceptable to think that we might have, over the next 10 years, 2,000 or 3,000 children unable to experience the type of nurturing and formation that they're going to have at Roncalli.
It's an immeasurable loss if we cannot get all the students that we would like to have, or all the Catholic students in the South Deanery, into Roncalli.
If we weren't able to take 200 more students, that would be 200 students who did not have the opportunity to serve their church, to serve their community. 250 students, their God may still be a stranger to them.
You're in good shape.
Well, thank you.
We found that too fast.
I feel like we're like one family here.
People appreciate the fact that the high school is a solid extension of their family. That's what they're looking for. That's why they want to come to Roncalli.
To make the best choice we can, we have to see all those choices that are out there.
Because we believe in the family and we believe in the children and help them to believe in themselves.
We didn't know where to move when we first came here, but over and over again we were told, come to Roncalli. It was recommended dozens of times to us. So even though he works north, we moved south, and we're pleased.
To go here, I had to help my parents pay. So, I mean, obviously for me it was worth the extra sacrifice.
Read the Prophets chapter, terms to know, and finish those term papers.
Religion is at the core of it, the family values, the values in society that seem to be eroding away.
We help individuals build self-confidence, but they also, through our various programs and in the classroom as well, learn that they are partners in a society and in a community.
Certainly we're all religion teachers.
We pray before games, after games, and it's always to make sure God's with us.
We do reach out to them and teach God and morals and Christianity, as well as our subject area.
Coming here to Roncalli, I was able to lay a firm foundation of my beliefs and all that, so I can just continuously build upon that.
I think he is learning right from wrong here.
I learned how to be a moral person, how to let my faith be strong enough to get me through tough times. And I also learned to thank God when things went well.
You learn how God is always with you.
When you hear the story about how God created everything, you don't think about like the actual physical things that were inside of it. It's just like all of a sudden there was man, but this is like really complicated.
Certainly space to take care of all of the additional students that we're planning to see over the next 4 or 5 years. And secondly, it would be a bad mistake to come out of this project without having this current facility renovated.
This building has been here for 30 years, and it needs to be renovated, updated, and it needs to be expanded.
As our family has gotten bigger, there are more members there to love one another and support one another, and our family is stronger through the tough times, and there is more celebration in the good times.
If Roncalli expands and flourishes, our parishioners do too.
We owe our ancestors to continue their vision and build buildings so that we can educate our community.
And now it's this generation's turn to come forward and to do that same sort of foundation laying for the generations to come.
I wish every child could have a Roncalli education.
If you want your child to be a success, you better get where he can go, where he can get an education and learn values.
Roncalli is a very caring community for our kids and a caring environment. People who really care about kids, not just now, but care enough to challenge them for the days to come.
And association fibers are responsible for connecting the different lobes to one another. If you think about it, the lobes are closely associated.
I like everyone knowing everyone and the principal caring about each one of us as an individual.
We have like human relations and we learn about other people and how to relate.
It's friendly here.
The computer labs help us a lot because, first of all, the computer labs, a lot of people don't have them at home. And they can come in after school or before school and type out papers or whatever.
Food's good.
To take the light and hide it under a bushel basket is wrong. We must let our light shine. I truly believe that we provide young people with the ultimate opportunity to allow their lights to shine. And when we can't get those young people into Roncalli High School, we have lost forever the opportunity, I believe, to allow their lights to shine as completely as possible.
The peer pressure is to be good here. The peer pressure is to do the right thing. It's very cool to be good here.
The skills, the efforts, just the whole general feeling. I mean, you can't put a dollar value on that.
I feel like this is my calling. Enjoy the kids. They're great to work with. I don't even think of it as a job. I'm a lucky guy.
With each class of Roncalli students who graduates, our alumni base gets larger, our community support increases. They become our rock. They become a solid foundation for all of us to grow and become stronger as a unit, to really reach out and be that Roncalli family that's so important to us.